Right, because P. Diddy be wanting to party. And you gotta tell him no. You got to tell him no. I did.
When that Netflix series come out, it's a rapper coming out with a Netflix series. I won't say no name. I don't want to spoil it for him. I'm not a friend of his. I don't want to, you know, spoil something he got going on, but I will say this.
So you have something huge coming up, which is a documentary about P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, P. Diddy.
Yeah.
Did he do it, right?
Yeah.
I know you've been heavy on social media talking about it.
He did it. And I'm the only one who's been vocal about this long before it actually.
Right now, buried inside a new Netflix documentary is footage they were never supposed to have. Footage he was never supposed to see. It shows a man, days from arrest, given orders, talking to lawyers, and completely unaware that every word was being recorded for his enemy. This is the leak that's burning down the last walls of silence, and it's forcing the one person who warned us years ago to finally step into the light and say, I told you so.
Shawn Diddy Combs was still filming himself a week before he got arrested, months after the feds had already raided and taken all his tapes, and somehow that footage got to 50 Cent, who's now put it in his Netflix documentary.
Welcome back, fam. It's your host, and today we are going deep into a story that's more twisted than a Hollywood thriller. We're talking about the secret tapes of Shawn Diddy Combs, the rival who weaponized them, and the comedian who's watching his darkest predictions play out in real time. This isn't just gossip. This is evidence. This is about ego, surveillance, and a stunning miscalculation that may have just sealed a mogul's fate in the court of public opinion. Let's rewind.
They've intrigued me. This is a case that I feel like I'm sort of over it. He lost. He keeps getting himself in trouble in jail. Like, oh, I'm a changed man. No, you're not. No, you're not. Even just this past Thanksgiving, you suck it up to all the fellow inmates as he organized a Thanksgiving dinner for 1,000 people. Everything he does is to benefit himself. But in the most narcissistic, dangerous type of way.
The date is sometime in September 2024. The federal investigation into Diddy is a roaring inferno. His homes have been raided, his devices seized, the walls are closing in, and what does he do? He hires a videographer. For days, this cameraman follows Diddy through New York City. They film cityscapes, they film from rooftops, they film inside hotel suites, and in those suites, they film private, strategic conversations with his high-powered legal team. Then, 1 week later, Diddy is in handcuffs. Now, here's where it gets wild. Months go by. Diddy is convicted, sentenced, and begins serving his time. And then, out of nowhere, never-before-seen clips surface online. Clips of those very days, that very footage. And who has it? His longtime rap rival, 50 Cent, who slides it right into the heart of his explosive Netflix documentary, Shawn Combs, The Reckoning.
A new Netflix docuseries about Shawn Diddy Combs is making headlines for its never-before-seen footage of the music mogul in the days before his arrest. Now, Combs is threatening legal action against the streamer for airing the unauthorized footage. Behind the series is Combs' longtime rap rival 50 Cent and director Alexandria Stapleton, who sat down with NBC News' Chloe Malas ahead of tonight's release.
The internet erupts. Diddy's lawyers scream that the footage is stolen, illegal, a shameful hit piece. They fire off cease and desist letters. But the question hangs in the air, heavy and unavoidable. How did 50 Cent get this? Was it leaked by the feds? Did the videographer, maybe unpaid, maybe fearing his own liability, sell it? Or was this the ultimate karma? A man who documented his entire life for control, finally losing control of his own narrative. Let's break down what's actually in these tapes, because this isn't a confession. It's something subtler and, in some ways, more damning. It's the unguarded mundanity of a man under siege. We see him stressed, pacing. We hear him on speakerphone with his lawyer, Mark Geragos, his voice tense. We need cops. What does that even mean? Legal analysts are floored. He's directing his videographer to get cutaway shots, treating his own legal collapse like a movie he's directing.
Diddy, that everybody knows that this footage is now seeing the light of day. Perhaps, what was he intending to use it for?
I have no idea what he was doing that for.
I mean, you know, you're talking about a man who films himself doing everything and has for decades. I think he wanted someone to be behind the scenes with him.
Then there's the Harlem scene. Fans swarm him, he smiles, shakes hands, plays the charismatic mogul. The second the car door closes, the mask drops. The disconnect is chilling. This is the raw, unfiltered glimpse behind the fame, and it shows a man deeply uncomfortable in the very world he built. But the most legally explosive part? He's filming conversations with his attorneys. By doing that, experts say he may have waived attorney-client privilege. He turned his private legal strategy into content. And that content is now in the hands of his nemesis. This is where the story explodes beyond the footage. Because this leak did one major thing. It made everyone who ever whispered a doubt speak up. And no voice rings out clearer, calmer, or with more devastating I told you so energy than Katt Williams.
More than they would put down there in that documentary. You know what I'm saying? You even see me, when Puff is standing up right there, you see me down there trying to do CPR on somebody.
Katt has been the canary in the coal mine of Hollywood, hinting at dark patterns, calling out predatory behavior, often being mocked or dismissed as a conspiracy theorist. He talked about the parties he refused to attend, the freaky stuff he wanted no part of. He warned us. And now, watching this documentary and this leaked footage, Katt isn't screaming. He's sitting back, almost solemn. He's connecting the dots for everyone. This footage, this is the behavior he was talking about. The narcissism, the control, the environment.
Diddy, why would you even start recording this? Like, why would you even give us this leverage to even put this thing out? Please, give us some tips. Well, yeah, I wouldn't call it leverage, but go ahead.
Well, the whole point of him filming this whole thing was because I'm sure that he planned on doing his own documentary.
He's not exposing new facts, he's validating a feeling he's carried for a decade. And Katt makes another brutal point that silences the whole industry. Let that sink in. The silence isn't just fear, it's complicity. That one sentence explains why so many A-listers have clammed up. It's not just about protecting Diddy, it's about protecting themselves. And this, fam, is where WE need to talk. This story is bigger than one man. It's about the systems that protect power. The code of silence. What do you think is the real reason more big names aren't speaking out? Is it fear, loyalty, or something darker? Back to the doc. 50 Cent didn't just have leaked tapes, he built a fortress of testimony around them. He went after the entire ecosystem. He tracked down Kirk Burroughs, the co-founder of Bad Boy Entertainment, a man literally erased from the official history.
Thank you, Roger Bond, for putting it out there. It came to life for y'all. It came to life for y'all.
Burroughs alleges Diddy forced him to sign over his 25% stake in the company under threat. It's a story of business betrayal that mirrors the personal ones. He got Joy Dickerson Neal, who alleges a brutal assault in 1991 and claims Diddy later showed a tape of it at parties. Her trauma, described in raw detail, is stomach-churning. Former artists, security guards, assistants, they all paint the same picture. A world of intense pressure, control, and a looming darkness behind the glamour. And then 50 adds the final genius layer, jurors. From Diddy's 2025 trial, regular people who saw the evidence, one talks about seeing Diddy and Cassie once in love. They remind us that the court's verdict is separate from the moral reckoning happening right now on our screens. This documentary is a meticulously crafted reckoning. And the leaked footage, that's the smoking gun they never expected to have. So where does this leave us? Diddy's team is fighting, claiming the footage is illegal, but the genie is out of the bottle, the image is shattered. The carefully constructed persona of Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, the hitmaker, it's been replaced by the man on those tapes, stressed, calculating, and utterly alone. The real question now is, what's next? Does this open the floodgates? Are there more tapes? More people ready to talk now that the first domino has fallen? Katt Williams believes this is just the beginning. The entertainment industry runs on secrets. But in the digital age, secrets have a way of finding a camera and an enemy willing to press play. 50 Cent didn't just make a documentary. He set a trap with Diddy's own vanity as the bait. And Katt Williams, he's the prophet who gets to watch the walls finally tumble down. This saga is far from over. The legal battles will rage, the appeals will be filed, but the narrative, the story the world believes, has been permanently altered by a few days of footage that was never meant to see the light. If you're hooked on this deep dive into the shadows behind the fame, then you need to be part of this channel. We don't just skim headlines, we connect the dots. Hit that subscribe button and smash the bell icon so you never miss when we break down the next layer of this story. Now, I want to hear from you. What shocked you most about these leaks? The legal strategy, the reaction to fans, or the sheer fact that it exists? Let me know in the comments. And tell me, what other industry mystery or downfall do you want us to investigate next? Drop your suggestions below. Until next time, fam, stay vigilant. The truth is always hiding in plain sight. You just have to know where to look. Peace.